Hello students, today we are going to continue with our third chapter, right? In today's lecture we are going to learn about the types of bank accounts, right? That how many types of account that are being offered by the bank, right? Customers, they are going to have their preference, right, that they want to open. That we have already seen in the topic, that is of our main functions of the bank, right? That in accepting or collecting deposit, like savings account, current account, recurring deposit and fixed deposit. Okay, right? So starting with the particular introduction, see what is the simple procedure is that if you want to open a bank account, right, then you need to go to the bank and you need to provide your KYC. What is KYC? That is know your customer. KYC, it has a that a specific list of the documents, that your identity proof, your address proof, right, that you need to provide, right? And most importantly, for opening the bank account you are going to need PAN card, that is permanent account number, right? uh, it is a thing by why there is a need of a PAN card, because see, whatever the transactions that you are going to do from the bank, that will be, that will be there from that, it will be stored or it will be registered under the particular one single head, right? So that that from the particular that permit your PAN card number, the particular bankers, they can come to know, okay, how many accounts you are having, what is the thing, income tax, their income tax office, they are also going to provide you the particular details about everything, right? So this KYC, that is know your customer, and nowadays that banks, they have given that that every year you need to submit your KYC, that yes, that is whatever the account that is active, the customer does exist, right? So that is why this KYC is important, right? And ultimately your account will be opened by the particular guideline of RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, right? You are going to know this KYC by to open a particular new bank account, or to have using the to use the services of the bank, right? What you need KYC. Okay, right, getting my point? So as I said, the KYC, it includes like that various list of documents that proves that yes, you are the citizen of India, you are staying at a particular place or a region, that is address proof, ID proof, name proof, birth date, everything that is going to require, right? That by that that LC, there is a living certificate that will be having the particular detail, yes, your date birth date is so and so, right? Your name, that will be as per the Aadhaar card, everything that will be given, right? So once you submit the documents, you fill up the form that has been given by the bank, and then you can start your account. Okay, getting my point, right? So let's start with the particular first type of bank account, that is savings account. See, it is the common thing that any person can open the account, right? People, who are, what they are going to do, they are going to deposit their particular money into this kind of account, right? They are going to, that banks, they are going to provide some sort of interest rate, that is a fixed rate that will be paid into the account, right? And that interest rate, that will be what, that will be particularly calculated on the basis of what, on the basis of account that you are having in your bank, right? Like suppose I am having a 10,000 rupees as of now in today's date, right? You are going to get what, you are going to get interest on 10,000. Getting my point, right? So that whatever the amount that is credited into your bank account, or still that it shows the balance, it is going to be that interest that will be paid by that particular amount, right? And when you are going to open the savings account, you are going to get the facility of checkbook, ATM card, etc., right? That that withdrawal slip, pay-in slip, everything that will be given, right? If you want to deposit the money, then you need to have that particular pay-in slip. If you want to withdraw the money, then withdrawal slip will be there. Nowadays you can use this facility of a bank through the checks, right? If I want to do the payment to the other party, to the other person, then I need to write the check in the name of that particular person, right? And ATM card, that we all are familiar, right? That ATMs that are available nearby our area, we are going to use that particular ATMs for the withdrawal, that is 24/7 available. Okay, right? Nowadays the transactions, they are that limited, like if you want to withdraw the money, like suppose I am having a bank account of ICICI, right, and I am withdrawing money from the HDFC Bank ATM, then 3 transactions per month, they are free. Okay, but after completion of the 3 transactions, if I am using the facility of other ATM machine, like other banks ATM, then I will be charged some sort of rupee. Okay, but nowadays due to this COVID-19 situation, that RBI, they have decided that they are not going to take any kind of charge if I am using any ATM, right? Okay, fine. So they can deposit, they can withdraw the money through check, through draft, to cash in the account, right? Particularly that withdrawal slip, it will be there, right? So what is the main thing here, that bank, they are going to compel with the account holder that they need to at least maintain minimum balance, right? That is average quarterly balance. Like every bank say will be like every 3 months you need to have the minimum balance of 10,000. That means minimum 10,000 that must be there in your bank account, right? Or at least 10,000 number of rupees or 10,000 rupees that need to be that of the number of transactions that need to be done into your savings account, right? Okay, then here it is important, right? This account has the restriction or limitation of what, of the number of transactions per day. Okay, right? Depending upon the bank policy, right, they are going to have that particular withdrawal and particular that withdrawal facility that will be limited, right? Particularly it will be decided by per day, per week, per month, right? Depending upon what, depending upon the transactions that you are doing, or it depends upon the policy that has been decided by the particular bank, right? It can be opened in the name of any individual. Like suppose I want to open my account, so it can be opened in my name, or it can be a joint account holder, right? Like me, my family member, any family member, my wife, my mother, anyone, right? So it can be into the joint account. That other my friend is there, then I can also open the account with him, right? And nomination can be registered. Now what is nomination? Understand this thing, right? This word we are familiar with in the second chapter. Okay, nomination, that means what? Okay, like I'm opening my account, right? And life is uncertain, right? If particular thing will be there, okay, I met with an accident and a sudden death that occurs, right? So to withdraw the money from the bank account, the particular person will be needed. So what I will be doing, I will be filling up the nomination form. I will be filling up the nomination. I will be nominate like my wife or my child, right? Okay, after me, they can withdraw the money, right? And generally, bank, they are going to get the deposit, maximum deposit from this account, that is savings account, because it is for a common people, right? And many people, they are going to have, each and every people, they are going to have this bank account. Okay, right? And with the initiative of the government nowadays, that every people, they are being aware, and they are using the bank account for the payment, to save the money and everything, right? Getting my point? So first is savings account. Second, that is current account. It can be opened in the name of an individual. Individual, that means a businessman, right? Or a business unit, right? Because the current account, that is being widely used by whom? That is widely used by the particular business purposes, for the businessman, right? And in this kind of account, there is no interest that will be paid. No interest, right? Whatever the amount that you are having in your bank account, it is not there, right? But what is the main benefit of this current account? That there is no limitation over the transaction per day, per month, right? Because see, businessmen, they will be involving into the particular, that payment, they need to do the payment, they are going to receive the payment from the other party, everything, right? So businessmen, for this purpose only, there is no limitation into the particular this kind of a current bank account. So obviously they are going to what? They are going to have this thing. They are going to use this account, right? That there is no limitation. There is no limitation on to the particular transactions in a month. Okay, and yes, facility of a loan that will be provided, right? Businessmen, see, for the expansion of the business, for the growth of a business, for any purpose, right? Businessmen, they are going to get the loan from the current account very easily. Okay, right? And as I said, generally a businessman is going to open the account. They are going to get the facility of overdraft also, that we have already seen into the main functions of the bank, right? That is to lend with the help of what? With the help of overdraft facility, right? Overdraft facility, that means what? Like suppose I am a businessman, I have opened my account, I need to do the payment of 50,000 and my current account balance is 45. Okay, right? So I can do the payment of 50,000. Bank, they are going to give me the facility of overdraft of rupees 5,000. Right? And that is for a shorter period of time. I need to repay that particular money into the specific or a stipulated time. Okay, getting my point, right? Then third is, that is particularly recurring deposit. Now what is recurring deposit? Okay, yes, that a particularly, that compulsory deposit into the certain month, it need to be there, right? Every month I'm going to deposit the particular amount. Like suppose for an example, okay, every month on a 5th date of every month, right, I will be depositing some sort of a money that will be decided by me, like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever the amount and whatever my saving capacity is there, right? And it is for a fixed term. It is for a period, okay, by like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, depending upon me, right? And that is why, hence, the particular interest rate onto this recurring account, it will be much more higher than the savings account, right? Because current account there is no interest rate, right? But it is lower than the fixed account. Why it is there, that we are going to see into the fixed account. Okay, right? So after the completion of the time, the particular full amount, like suppose I have deposited 5,000 every month, right? So after completion of 2 years, that 12 plus 5, 12 multiplied by 5, 60,000, 60 plus 60, 1,20,000, and this principal amount plus interest rate, that will be paid by the bank to me. That is, a particular account holder is going to get this particular full money, that is principal as well as interest, right? These two, that collection of the amount that will be there, or that will be received by me as an account holder, that I am depositing the money into the recurring account. Right? See, mostly this is used by by those who want to save money or invest money into the small portion, right? They can use this recurring account. Okay, and last, that is fixed deposit. Understand, this fixed deposit, that means what? By it is by how fixed lock period will be there, like 5 years, say for example 5 years, right? And depositor cannot withdraw the money before the completion of the time. That before 5 years I will not be able to withdraw the money, and if I am withdrawing before the completion of the particular period of 5 years, then rate of interest is going to decrease, right? Bank gives what? Bank gives the return guarantee, right? Like suppose I am depositing the money into the fixed deposit like 25,000, then after the 5 years you are going to get 50,000. You are going to get 50,000 rupees as per this interest rate. That is the return guarantee. See, I am just giving the example ki 25, that it will be like 25 to 50,000, right? But it is just an example, right? So bank is going to give the particular that receipt, like yes, by so and so name, that is Mr. Ankur Bhagalia, he has deposited 25,000, deposit amount 25,000, at the end of 5 years he is going to get 50,000 at a particular interest rate, right? That amount will be given to me, right? And yes, money cannot be withdrawn before the maturity date, so interest rate in fixed deposit, it will be much more higher than the savings account and recurring account. Right? Fixed deposit, fixed term, that will be there for what purpose? For the purpose of saving the money for the long term. And bank, they are going to give more interest rate, higher amount of interest rate than the savings and the recurring deposit. Okay, getting my point? And yes, on the fixed deposit, that overdraft facility is also available. Right? Like if I am in a need, I'm in a need of that urgency. I have that urgency. Like if I am in need of a money. Okay, so I will be going to bank, and bank will be giving me a particular overdraft from my fixed deposit. That amount will be deducted when the duration of the particular period is going to be over. Okay, clear? Right? So that's it for today. We have completed the particular types of bank account. Go through it, write notes from the particular PDF, and if you have any doubt, let me know. Thank you.